Hi everybody. Today we are at Cherry Hill Park in Maryland. This is a great spot if you're going to be visiting Washington D.C. area, the Maryland area, or visiting friends in Baltimore, catching a ball game or something like that. This is about 10 minutes away from the Greenbelt Metro station. This is in College Park, Maryland. Very close to the metro station. Like I said, it's very convenient to drive to Baltimore, about 30 minutes 45 minutes away with traffic. Maybe it's not, maybe there's something closer to Baltimore if you're in that area, but for us it was very convenient to visit that area as well as some friends in the Maryland area. So the park itself is great. It's huge. I got the mapping here and I'm gonna flash it up here. Again, very low-tech production, but you can see the amount of sites that they have going on in here. This place is insane. Ooh, there we go. It's very, very, very big. Very nice. The sites are very nice, very clean. Facilities are fantastic. Access control. So let me go ahead and get through access, and then I'll do a little bit of driving around so you get a sense for what the place is like. Okay, so I just got through the gate. Like I said, access controlled. This is the kind of sites that they have. They have some different kind of rates. So they have site 300s, 400, 500s, and then the 900s and up to 1500s. There's a large amount of sites here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go left here. I haven't gone really this way. Let's just drive a little bit around, kind of show you. They got some facilities there, some workout facilities for the adults, outdoor workout stuff, and some pool bars and that kind of thing. So the kids are having some fun there. Like I said, lots and lots and lots of sites. The majority of people I think that are coming here are either staying for the night or visiting the area. I wouldn't put this in the category of the state park where you go and hang out all day. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's pool, there's a game room, there's a cafe inside that's exclusive for the members or the people that are visiting. There's a bunch of more sites over there. This place is huge, I'm telling you. So yeah, I wouldn't put it as the place that you would probably go and spend all day in. But it's a very nice place to stay if you're visiting this area, especially the DC area. Like I said, you even have the local bus from the metro area here that you can actually take right at the entrance. It's right there. That was very convenient. And it takes you to the metro station, or you can actually take probably, I think, 2 buses, I believe it is. And that takes you to, it drops you at DC itself. And then there's actually a private bus that they charter. It charges, I think $30 it is, or something like that. And probably one of those things that if you have enough people, it'll actually take you to Constitution Avenue, and it drops you off right there. So we actually came for the Cherry Blossom Festival, and like I said, to visit some friends. So we're kind of here, and this is one of the nicest parks I think we could find that was convenient to the area and things like that. DC itself is not, as you could imagine, being a big city, is not very RV friendly. So this is kind of on the outskirts, but it's very convenient to all the facilities and everything. There's a bunch of gas stations close by, which is what I was just doing, refilling before we leave. And like you can see the massive amount of sites that they have. There's even more sites over there. Actually, let's just go over there. Ooh, nice Brinkley unit right there. Look at that. So yeah, big amount of sites. They got a little mini convention center, if you will, back there, or something like that for activities and stuff. They got cabins over there. There's yurts somewhere. There's a little bit of glamping going on. There's a lot of stuff. So yeah, here I think we get to cross. Yeah, the ballroom is down there. That's what we were looking at. That's the word I was looking for. There's a trail here. You can actually take a hike and things like that all the way down there. And then over here you got some yurts. More RV sites back there. I think these are more like permanent sites and stuff like that. It seems like there are some sites that are also non-permanent. There's a lot. Yeah, so they got, you know, some of the regular back-in sites. They got some bunch of pull-through sites. They also got, you know, quote-unquote premium. Oh, that's a nice vintage unit right there. Sorry, my OCD is getting the better of me. But yeah, lots of facilities. There's a playground down there. I'm not gonna go all the way down there. I'm actually gonna head back to show you our site. So let me pause that real quick, and I'll see you over there. Okay, so here we are back. Oh, so this is the actual ballroom. I guess that's like an activity tent or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. So this is what I was saying. This is the cafe / clubhouse. This is us right there, as you imagine. Let me just go drive a little bit forward. This is the pool, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, this is still fairly early spring. Filming this at March 31st, so the pool's still closed. That's, you know, the weather's kind of swinging back and forth between hot and cold. Today was a real nice day. We had a little bit of showers, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, so there's a little loop-de-loop here where they have more back-in sites, and these are, some of them are shorter, some of them are longer. I think this is more permanent. There's some permanent units around here. Yep, that looks like a permanent unit, or long-term residents, if you will. But yeah, real nice. And there's a the playground for the kids, so lots of amenities. The office is real nice. They got a big shop. They got a bunch of stuff going on over there. At their store, they sell, you know, all the camping necessities. We actually, one of the complaints I will have, we're in site 925, and it almost seems like, I mean, the majority of some of these sites are okay designed, but our site specifically, I don't know if I want to jump off the truck to show this. That was my biggest complaint, is I had to buy that red hose. I use Rhino sewer hoses, and I actually have 2 hoses that I carry with me all the time, and I actually have to get another one at the store. Biggest complaint, because the clean out is like, I mean, look at the clean out location. Like our RV, the clean out's probably foot forward or almost at the end of our tongue, and our RV is like way in the back there. Now you could think, okay, why don't you just pull forward with your RV? It's like, well, if I do that, I don't have any parking, and I have to park in overflow. So one of the biggest complaints that I would have with this place, it's just the design of the cleanouts, and you know, the water hose is okay. You typically have a very long water hose, and you hook up as forward. But yeah, that cleanout for the sewer hookup could be better. Aside from that, I mean, the sites are okay. They're not huge. You know, the pricing wasn't too bad, especially for the area. Considering, I think, you know, hotels here, College Park area, I think we're talking about what, $100, $200 or something like that. So it wasn't too bad. So yeah, this is Cherry Hill Park. Hopefully this is a good overview of the place, and overall we like it. We've been here for 4 days now. We're leaving tomorrow. But overall we like it a ton, and I think it's a very good alternative if you want to visit the DC area. And sometimes you're overwhelmed, right? Like, DC is not very RV friendly, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, keep me honest in the comments below. But yeah, we kind of struggled trying to find campgrounds closer to the city, but I think this was very nice because, like I said, a few miles away, I think 4 or 5 miles away from the Greenbelt metro station. You can just take the metro to DC area. Very, you know, drivable distance from Baltimore. Very, very good location in the north of DC and Maryland over here in College Park. So yeah, I think that's all I got for this. So very good campground overall. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and I'll keep doing these as we visit different places. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Ciao.